It is breaking news here on KCAL 9. Pursuit in Vernon, CHP right behind.
Yeah, Desmond Shaw live overhead in Sky 9 to tell us more now. Desmond, what's going on?
Well, Susie and Jeff, yeah, we're kind of on the border of these little towns south of downtown LA, Vernon, Southgate, Bell Gardens area. But it's still kind of confusing. They're saying stolen, but possibly joyriding. Whoa, got in a little bit of air there as they went over that dip in the roadway here. You see some pretty high speeds. So we're just going to go with this right now kind of tentatively as a stolen vehicle. There may be another wrinkle in this, and it was actually Huntington Park PD, another one of those small towns south of downtown LA, who initiated this pursuit. So you can see some pretty high speeds with this one. We're getting up to 50 miles an hour, and they were just off of the 5 and the 710. This has been all over the place. We were hearing about the 60 in Rosemead, and then all of a sudden it was over off the 60 and the 710, and then came down the 710 into the Vernon area. Blacked out at times. Boy, pretty precarious situation there as they cross Slauson. So a pretty dangerous one here as we are in the Southgate area. Jeff and Susie.
Okay, this is live here on KCAL 9, the latest LA pursuit here of this white vehicle in the middle part of your screen there. We don't see any units behind at this point in time, although, Susie, we have heard that CHP is behind, obviously, law enforcement with their night sun overhead.
That's right. And as you can see, this person is driving through residential streets, which makes it obviously very dangerous and very nerve-wracking. I mean, look at this. These are narrow streets. It's very dark out there, obviously. You never know when someone could just be crossing the street, getting so close there.
Sideswiped a car there.
Yeah, looked like it, Des.
And then quick, right around the corner there, hitting a little bit of the sidewalk, Des. This is getting a little out of control.
Yeah, I mean, the lights are off. We're on some dark surface streets right here. The only light really is the spotlight from LA County Sheriff's deputies helicopter right up here right now. They were dispatched they were summoned to the scene here by one of the smaller cities. Whenever it's outside of LAPD or CHP, a lot of times sheriffs will come and give assistance to the police departments for one of those smaller cities. So again, it was Huntington Park Police who initiated this, and they were wanting CHP to take over. Actually, let's just widen out. I saw a unit. Well, there is a unit back there, not too far back, so there is at least one unit actively pursuing a couple of units, but kind of looping around this area. So let's see if they're going to be looking to jump out of the car and run or what. But narrow surface streets, no lights on. Well, on and off. The lights have been on, and then they've been off as they get ready to go underneath us right now. So yeah, this is definitely a scary one when you're on these little residential streets.
Yeah, Desmond, any idea if there are passengers in this car? Wow, so close.
Yeah, we haven't heard any details about anyone else being in the car, and as always, seems to be the standard when you have a vehicle like this in pursuit. You've got that super dark tint, so it's going to be hard to see if we can see anybody else there sitting in the passenger seat. So now CHP is saying stolen. There was some talk about joyriding, which sounds, I mean, kind of a funny criminal term. It's almost kind of less than stealing. It's like taking someone's car without their permission, but possibly not without the intent to steal. But it sounds like they are upgrading this now to a stolen vehicle as we continue to speed all around these little surface streets. There you see that looked like a Huntington Park PD vehicle who was right there, and this guy just kind of lapped him, going around some of the same streets.
So, Des, as best I can tell, this appears to be one of those crossovers, newer model, and it went right by a unit right there, black and white. Does this appear to be like a small SUV to you? Maybe a midsize?
Yes, this is looks like one of those Audi SUVs.
Okay.
So, you know, these, even though they're SUVs with a high center of gravity, they can definitely, depending on what trim level it is, you know, be pretty decent at performance, certainly good at straight line speed. Oh, he's got the door open right now. Here we go. Getting out of the vehicle, and that is it.
Okay,
have to wonder why they got out in this particular area, just the one person. We're going right into the back of someone's yard here. We've been seeing this quite a bit lately, and now over the fence. And right here in this area, Alamo Avenue and 61st Street is the area we're talking about.
You know, we always get so concerned when we watch these, you know, I guess the second part of pursuits, if you will, after the driving portion is over, and they make a run for it in these neighborhoods where obviously they have no idea, these residents who live in this area, they have no idea what's happening unless they're watching us live here on KCAL 9 News at 8 right now. But it's dark back there. I mean, you know, we've heard of pursuit suspects actually going into homes and, actually,
Oh,
engaging with
there's a couple of
residents.
people.
So obviously, if you live in this area, definitely lock your doors and your windows as police will be searching for this suspect for as long as they can, obviously.
I think people are watching our air here because
Mm-hmm.
I saw a lot of back porch lights come on. Saw a couple of people there look like they were securing their homes. Obviously, you see that unit there next to that abandoned vehicle. We're concentrating on this area. This is going to be Alamo at 61st Street. This is going to be Southgate, East Los Angeles.
There he
Is that him, Des?
I think so. I think that was the suspect. There were a lot of people running around. Yeah, they're definitely the suspect here.
That's him.
Climbing over the fence, getting out of someone's yard. I just can't believe how this person just darted right into that backyard there,
He looks
trying to get
tired.
under
Yeah, he looks
cover of
winded, doesn't he?
darkness, but now into an open field. Yeah, they think this person's been hopping quite a few walls. They always get out sprinting, and then they really just exhaust all of their energy very quickly here. Back into someone else's backyard, and he'd better hope that someone doesn't have a guard dog or something like that, or he's going to get a really rude awakening from a dog here in someone's backyard. But might have run into a dead
He's
end. But
stuck.
yeah, they look like they are.
I think there's just
barely-
one. Our producer's
huffing and
asking if
puffing
there's
here.
more than one. I think we just saw one bail out of the vehicle, which was the driver. That's this man here, white shoes. He slams through that gate, appears to be really tired
Yeah.
and barely able to stand up as he's kind of wandering around. Bad shot here, Des. But any word of any other people coming out of that vehicle?
No, I only saw the one person, but he sprinted away so quickly, and we wanted to stay with the driver. We didn't get a chance to see if anyone else came out of the vehicle. And we saw some other people running around that backyard, but like
He
you said,
sat on
Jeff,
the
that might have
stairs.
just been some homeowners who were coming to try to secure their property. So
I thought I saw his feet there, but I guess.
unclear at this point.
Okay, I thought he was just giving up and sitting there at the stairs. I thought I saw his feet, but we don't have eyes on him right now. Sorry, Des, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I thought I saw him sitting there on the stairs. It looks like he's doing something hidden. Was that an open garage?
It looks to be an open carport. Yeah, as we move around here, we'll see if we can get a better look at this. But yeah, when they have that spotlight moving around so quickly and they're orbiting the way they do, shadows can sometimes kind of play tricks on your eyes, and you think maybe you see the suspect and then they're out of there. But okay, so this is a pretty open area. I mean, this is almost kind of maze-like, the way that this suspect is hopping around from property to property. And so the authorities are going to have to set up a pretty wide dragnet to try to find this person. We're now talking about Alamo Avenue and 61st. So you see the spotlight there, apparently last seen right here. We'll keep it kind of wide to see if we can see anybody else just kind of running around out here. But you see authorities are surrounding this entire area. They're trying to get this locked down as quickly as they can so that they can, really limit the options for this guy as we've seen, not afraid to hop fences.
Yeah, it's true. We saw the LA County Sheriff's Department. There it goes again. I believe that's Arrow, their helicopter overhead, and certainly the night sun as we see right now. And on the right side of your screen is what you were looking at earlier when the car portion of the pursuit stopped and he fled on foot, jumping fences and hitting fences and running through people's backyards. I'm sure a lot of people don't know what's happening right now, but again, if you do live in this area, police definitely probably want you to lock your doors and don't answer it. If someone does knock or come running in, definitely lock your windows as well. But it looks like police are, as Desmond was talking about, setting up a huge perimeter around this area so that they can catch this person, the suspect. But that's going to take some time as well. We know that LA Sheriffs had their helicopters overhead, and the Huntington Park Police Department had their ground units on the ground. As we were talking about, the Huntington Park Police Department is the one who who started chasing this person initially, and then wanted the CHP to take over. But right now, the LA County Sheriff's Department and the ground units there now setting up a perimeter and searching for this person.
Yeah, I'm taking a look here at the map. This is going to be basically just right at the corner of 61st and Alamo, and that building that's at the center part of your screen there is going to be a multi-family unit with a carport. That's where we last saw him go in. That is basically just a half a block south of 61st Street on Alamo Avenue. That's a high-density population area, a lot of residential units. We haven't seen him since he went into that carport. Obviously, a lot of places to hide in there, Des. He could go between cars. He could maybe access entry to the building from there, although we see stairs on either side. But we've yet to see any activity from police as far as chasing him into that area.
Yes,
All right,
and
we're gonna keep-
we're just hearing as well.
No, go